Fake thug, no love, you get the slug. CB4 gusto, your luck low. I didn't know till I was drunk though.
The dreary feel of this track matches well with Nas's lyrics that involves him reflecting on the hardships of street life.
Let's hear it, one for the on UPN9 and WB, who yes master on TV.
Nas provides an interesting concept on this track as he talks about how the mainstream media gives black people fake heroes. Nas states that these individuals only work for the white man and they don't have any real intention to make a positive impact on the black community. The joyful instrumental surprisingly works well with the concept and Nas's performance is good throughout.
These are our heroes. You homie the clown, bow tie, apple pie, Bojangles, but we love Bojangles. Did old to me, you grown to be the one to coach the team, and still be on your fly shit.
The concept to this track is incredible as Nas raps in the perspective of his younger self writing a letter to his older self. He talks about how he's proud of how far he came and he's glad that he stayed on his path. He also admires the fact that the older him embraces his age and wisdom. I like the simplicity of the production and Nas's flow is great on this track.
That big age you at, you did your big one. My favorite ever from you, gotta be this one. These the last words of a hanging slave. How can I forget this? I rob you, put you on my hit list.
The instrumental to this track has a depressing feel to it, while having catchy elements as well. Nas and the featured artist Millennium Thug provide great performances and a catchy hook. The concept is unique as they are speaking from the perspective of a slave that's on the verge of death. Their lyrics reflect that of darkness, which is very grisly and matches the entire vibe of this track exceptionally.
I wanna be more than that bullet that go through your zone. Wanna be the lead that tear through your skin and crack.
Lord have mercy, Jesus Christ. He's just nice, he just sliced like a Ginsu. Look at the...
Nas tells a compelling story on this track about what led to him defeating Jay-Z with the track Ether. He talks about everything that went on in New York that involved well-known rappers. His storytelling ability is phenomenal, and his delivery is captivating. The slow and eerie instrumental combines well with the concept and performance from Nas.
I was Scarface, Jay was Manolo. It hurt me when I had to kill him, and his whole squad for Dolo. Snitches and rapists in the streets, crime to the fullest. Asking niggas if they got any extra 9 bullets. They deny.
The dramatic feel of this track is executed perfectly. The instrumental did a great job of this, and Anthony Hamilton's singing performance has the ability to give you goosebumps. Nas provides an incredible passionate performance. He greatly showcases his storytelling ability as he tells tales of people who are addicted to negative things that lead to their demise.
So many vices, habits, mine of course, bad chicks. My response to any advice on what is the... What up, big? You know shit is rough after you slid. You in God's hands now. Keep a place for me, kid. Ain't nothing changed.
I love Nas's lyrics on this track as he wonders where and how his fallen friends are doing. He also writes them letters and tells them how life is as they're no longer living. He does this for Tupac and Biggie, and his lyrics are very interesting. It's almost kind of sad as they're no longer living, but Nas speaks on them in a good light, which is amazing. His lyrics and delivery are incredible, along with the calm instrumental.
Dear Pac, every thug sheds a teardrop and use teeth to bite off beer tops and pour out a little liquor. 2 steps away from death, a vest and a holster. I detest detectives arresting us over weapons.
I love the joyful and inspirational feel of this track. Nas and Damian Marley provided incredible chemistry on the album Distant Relatives as they both brought forth amazing passionate performances. Stephen Marley is a featured artist on this track, and he provides incredible singing vocals on the hook. The concept is about the things God said in order to benefit you. The vibe of this song is very spiritual, as if you were at church.
Only talking with winners, a loser or two. Got my number still, they think they real, but they just really are.
Nas and Damian Marley's styles complement each other incredibly on this track. Nas provides passionate rap verses, and Damian Marley's singing vocals are amazingly soothing. The instrumental is another highlight, as it's very relaxing, and the melody is great. The concept is another highlight, as Nas and Damian Marley talks about how true friends will never let you down.
Real friends will serve you long. Your car and clothes will fit.
Done all the time with all the shine. You small time, I ball with mine. Links, Minks, Bentley.
The album Nostradamus was very interesting, as Nas experimented with different styles of production. A multitude of tracks had a mainstream feel to them, which Nas did a poor job adapting to. You Owe Me is a rare instance on Nostradamus, where his experimental flow worked incredibly over the mainstream style of production. This song is incredibly catchy, as Genuine's singing vocals on the hook are addictive. Nas has good chemistry with Genuine, making this a well-executed track all around.
If Chappelle moved to Ghana to find his peace, then I'm rolling where the service always roaming. I'm packing my bags and going.
This track is absolutely incredible. Nas and Lauryn Hill's styles complement each other remarkably. They both flow amazingly over the calm instrumental, and the concept of this track adds a relaxing feel. The concept is about escaping reality in order to focus on your mission. Nas did an amazing job, but Lauryn Hill went absolutely ham, as her flow and lyrics are incredible.
All my time is spent focused on my freedom now. Why would I join him when I know that I can beat him now?
I do what I can do when I can do it. Feel how I feel when I feel what I'm feeling.
This track has a beautiful instrumental, and the performances are executed amazingly. Nas and AZ's flows complement each other exceptionally. The singing on the hook is incredible as well.
Y'all impatiently waiting, it's like an AIDS test. What's the results? Not positive. Who's the best?
This is one of the greatest diss tracks of all time. Nas's lyrics are extremely brutal towards Jay-Z, and his delivery is amazing. This whole track is sinister due to the content in Nas's lyrics, along with the incredible production.
I wanna talk to the mayor, to the governor, to the motherfucking president.
Nas's ability to paint pictures for the listener is phenomenal. On this track, he shares his perspective on being a black man in America. He wants answers from the government as to why it's unfair growing up in black communities for a multitude of reasons. Me being a black man in America, I can definitely relate, which is another reason I can feel Nas's lyrics on this track. His delivery is amazing, along with how he puts his lyrics together. The chorus is very catchy as well.
I wanna talk to the man, understand this motherfucker G back in my hand. Look what happened in San. They say we N-I-double-G-E-R, we are much more, still we choose.
Everything about this track is incredible. I like the motivational instrumental, which also has a depressing feel to it. Nas's delivery is incredible, and his lyrics are powerful. The overall concept of the album Untitled motivated black people throughout. On this track, he informs them that they're still slaves, but they unknowingly don't realize they're also masters. Basically, Nas is saying black people aren't what the world made them out to be, as they are something truly greater. This track is very powerful, and Nas delivers.
Schools with outdated books, we are the forgotten. Summer's cooling off by the fire. Live now, there's no reason why you shouldn't. Everything is up to you. All you gotta do is just live.
This song is a continuation of the track Seiko Story from the album Street's Disciple. Nas's experimentation was a great aspect on this album, as it consisted of him using a voice effect that made him sound like a woman. This track is at the perspective of the gangster Seiko's wife Scarlett, in which Nas goes to pay a visit to as she's on her deathbed. This track starts with a motivational message about living your life to the fullest. Nas then raps in the perspective of Scarlett, and his performance is absolutely incredible. His delivery is that of motivation and sorrow, as Scarlett motivates Nas to stay on his mission. The production is incredibly soothing, which matches perfectly with the performances from Nas and the overall concept.
Now I see that you a man after all you've been through. A stand-up dude held me down after.
Yo, this year, can't wait till it gets here. 7/20/109, my first song will shine, and it's amazing.
I love the joyful feel of this track. Damian Marley is the highlight, as his singing vocals are heavenly. Nas provides good rap verses as well. The concept is very inspirational, as it's about appreciating the things you do have in life. Don't worry about what you don't have at the moment, as you're taking steps to get those things.
Now when your sun is rising, I count my blessings that I'm safe.
And can we have another moment of silence? For brothers who die from black on black.
This is an incredible track all around. This song is dedicated to anyone who's passed away or currently going through tough times. I like the fact that this song sheds light on a lot of aspects when it comes to sadness and sorrow. It's very touching due to the production and performances from Nas and Quan. Quan performed extremely well, as his rap verses are very touching. Nas drops a great verse as well. Quan also sings amazingly on the chorus, and it has the ability to make you cry.
As day comes and night falls, for the rest of our lives we'll miss y'all. Chino life, Giro, casino, dice at the Mirage, Vegas Strip, neon lights, gamblers.
Nas continues to showcase his incredible storytelling ability on this track. The dark calm instrumental works well with the concept, which is also dark. Nas takes the listener on a journey of him catching his girl cheating on him with another man. He then plans to kill her and the guy she cheated with. When the moment comes, he shoots her and then kills himself. He was also planning to propose to her before he caught her cheating, and as he's about to shoot himself, he puts the ring on her finger and says, "Now unto God we elope." But what made this even darker is when the police arrive at the scene, one of the cops says, "Stupid f***ing n***s," which shocked the hell out of me as it's very realistic. This is an incredible track all around, as the story is dark, and Nas's execution is phenomenal.
Coming through. I thought you loved me, I thought you cared for me. Before a blunt, I take out my fronts, then I start the front. Matter of fact, I'll be on a manhunt. You couldn't.
I love the rugged instrumental on this track as it fits perfectly with Nas's flow. He provides incredible lyricism, which involves him painting vivid pictures for the listener. The way he recites his lyrics is truly special, as it's engaging and intriguing. The concept of this track involves Nas taking you on a journey of him being an MC. He metaphorically speaks about how he murders tracks and ciphers.
Now wait, another dose and you might be dead. And I'm a Nike head, I wear chains that excite the feds. My man Smoke knew how to expand coke and Mr. Coffee. Feds cost me $2 million to get the system off.
This track is the beginning of the rap group The Firm, which consists of AZ, Nas, Cormega, and Foxy Brown. The instrumental on this track is incredible, as it's smooth and hard-hitting at the same time. Everyone drops great verses, and their flows are amazing.
Through the lights, cameras, and action, glamour, glitters, and gold, I unfold the scroll, plant seeds, and stampede the globe.
The instrumental on this track is incredible. It has a smooth, relaxing feel to it, and the melodies within it are addictive. Nas flows effortlessly over this production, which makes for an overall incredible track. The concept of this track is unique as well, as it refers to all of the good things he enjoys in life that continue to occur.
From the womb to the tomb, I presume the unpredictable. Gun salute life rapidly, that's the ritual. Yeah, Brooks Brothers overcoat, know the ropes, smooth as holding notes. Briefcase, silk tie, slick as the older folk, silver.
The singing vocals from Keon Bryce is incredible on this track. His performance is heavenly, along with a joyful instrumental. Nas provides an incredible performance as well. His lyrics consist of him focusing on things that matter to him most, while there is a war going on in the streets.
There's a war in the streets tonight.
My niggas got scarred grills, scully hats, and Gatsby fullies. Brat cars pill, the East Coast.
I like the gritty instrumental on this track. Nas flows over it perfectly, and his lyrics are really good.
I never met Muhammad Ali. Wish I did. My brother saw him, champ told him nothing is real.
The instrumental on this track is beautiful, and the concept is very unique. Nas talks about all the moments you won't be able to relive. These things consist of the first time you did certain things, like having your first child. There is a joyful feel to this track, as Nas describes these things in a happy manner, even though you won't be able to experience certain things for the first time again. This track is amazing all around, from the production and Nas's performance.
Like taking your first swim, like still being a virgin. Whose world is this? The world is yours. The world is yours. It's mine, it's mine.
This is an incredible motivational song. The instrumental does a fantastic job, providing this feel as it's upbeat and angelic. Nas's flow is incredible. I like the way he cleverly rhymes his lyrics, which consists of a ton of metaphors and references. He takes the listener on a journey through his everyday life, which leads to him conquering many things. This also has the ability to motivate listeners as well.
Writing in my book of rhymes, all the words past the margin. The whole of mic I'm throbbing, mechanical movement. Nothing but the New York to Texas connection. Nothing but some real shit, what y'all expecting? Spaz out.
This track is amazing all around. Nas and Scarface have great chemistry, and they both provide great flows and lyrics. The concept is another plus, as it's about Nas and Scarface having each other's back when it comes to eliminating their opposition. The instrumental has a dramatic upbeat feel to it, as if it's from a scene out of a gangster movie. All in all, this is an amazing track.
You wet who I want wetted, I wet who you want wetted. Any nigga can get it. They never realize how real Nas is so decisive. It's just the likeness of Israelites miss that made me write.
The smooth instrumental on this track is amazing. Nas flows exceptionally over the production along with him and Foxy Brown, providing a great chorus. The concept is good, as Nas talks about fake people in his camp as the closest friends can be enemies.
Freedom of jail, clips inserted. A baby's being born, same time a man is murdered. The beginning and end, as far as rap.
The instrumental is beautiful on this track. It has a hard boom bap feel to it, while also having calming melodies. Nas's delivery and lyricism is impeccable, as he describes himself with countless intriguing rhymes and metaphors, which is the concept of this track.
Bye, baby, I guess you know why I walked away. When we walked to the altar, that was an awesome day.
This is an incredible track that involves Nas saying goodbye to his former wife, Khalees. His lyrics are very touching, as he reminisces on all the good times and hates the fact that they couldn't make it work. The instrumental greatly reflects the concept in Nas's performance. The singing samples are addictive, making this an overall phenomenal track.
I guess you knew it blew a good thing, baby.
thoughts were drunken from courts of beers was years back before Nasir would explore a career in rap. As
The instrumental is beautiful on this track. Nas continues to showcase his incredible storytelling ability. This track has a unique concept that talks about how older people are still doing childish things from their youth, which Nas describes as a second childhood. His lyrics are amazing, as he vividly tells various tales that revolve around the unique concept.
Dude is 31, living in his mom's crib. Ex-convict was paroled there after. And when I see you, I'ma take what I want, so you try to front, hope y'all.
The hype-intense instrumental is incredible on this track. I like the suspense feel, which is due to the dramatic singing on the chorus. Nas's lyrics and delivery are impeccable as well.
Release was semi. Besides the Henny, his eyes they seen plenty. Things get skinny as if Queens was a Craig.
The instrumental on this track is incredible. The melodies are infectious, along with having a catchy boom bap feel. Nas flows amazingly over it while reciting great lyrics and storytelling. On this track, he talks about multiple aspects of shootouts that involve cops and criminals. I also believe this song ties in with the intro track of the album it was written, as Nas kills a crooked cop, which could refer to the slave master mentioned on the intro. That's just my theory, as I could be wrong, but this track is incredible either way.
Tanisha, fat ass real fly with the blonde Caesar. Bettadini summer gear, she puts the two-seater.
If hip-hop should die before I wake, I put an extended clip and body him all day. Roll at every station wreck.
This song is amazing all around. The upbeat instrumental is really good, as it has intriguing samples and catchy switch-ups. Nas's performance is incredible, as you can hear the passion in his voice, which is due to the grim subject matter. Nas speaks in the aspect if hip-hop were to die, and the things he'll do the moment it happens. He'll harm DJs as they're one of the main culprits for its death. He knows that it's on the verge of death and is preparing himself for when the day comes. Now, I myself have never believed hip-hop was dying or dead, but it's great to hear Nas's perspective. Nas then concludes this song by saying he will live on as his impact is undeniable. will.i.am also provides intriguing unorthodox vocals throughout this track, which greatly adds to the suspense feel of it.
My old dad important to the family structure, provider, God. My mom's a queen at Universal.
Nas gets very personal on this track, as he talks about what it was like growing up with his father when he was younger. Although his father left home a lot, he was there in the important moments in his life. He appreciates his father, even though he had flaws. Nas's performance is amazing, and his melodic vocals are very catchy on the chorus. I also like the nostalgic feel of the production.
Papa was a player, player wasn't Papa. Papa loved the ladies, never got enough.
Broken glass in the hallway, bloodstained floors, neighbors. Look at every bag you bring through your door.
The second installment of this track is amazing all around. The instrumental is incredible, as it has that hardcore boom bap feel to it, while also having that back in the day vibe. This track also has the same melody as the first track, which is more dramatic. All of this works well with Nas's intriguing flow and delivery. His lyricism is amazing, as he has the ability to paint vivid pictures for the listener as he puts them in his shoes. He talks about the many hardships of growing up in New York, which include him living in poverty and living a gangster lifestyle.
8 turn to 7, 7 turn to 6 niggas. Got 2 in heaven, 6 of us holding it. I woke up early on my born day. I'm 20 is a blessing. The essence of adolescence leaves my body now freshened.
Nas and AZ showcase elite styles on this track. They both have the ability to flow with great lyricism and punchlines. The smooth instrumental is executed greatly, which highlights the inspirational yet sad concept. Nas and AZ's lyrics consist of them enjoying life while they're alive because one day they'll die. Nas reflects on his past and how he's going through life every day with the passion to reach great heights. AZ's vocals and lyrics on the chorus are extremely catchy as well.
Life's a bitch and then you die. That's why we get high, cause you never know when you're gonna go.
They call me Babyface in 88. I'm 40th and Broadway. They made me stay and wait. Cab service.
This track is incredible all around. The production has a nostalgic feel to it, which greatly reflects the concept. Nas provides an incredible flow and great lyrics about the great times he had with the vehicle he refers to as car number 85. Charlie Wilson is the featured artist on this track, and his singing performance is incredible throughout.
Car 85. Don't want no other driver on the job. Nah.
They plan was to knock me out the top of the game, but I overstand they truth is all lame. A whole camp.
Nas's lyrics and metaphors are incredible on this track. He vividly describes his life with constant references to mythical situations. This continues to greatly highlight his storytelling and lyrical ability. The instrumental is both hard-hitting and depressing, which greatly reflects Nas's gloomy delivery. The chorus is simple and catchy, making this an amazing track all around.
If I ever make a record, I take a check and put something away for a rainy day to make my exit. But look, baby girl, won't you come and hold my hand? Won't you come and chill out with the Virgo? Hey.
The first time I heard this song was on Ludacris's album Red Light District, and I always thought it was great. All the elements are executed amazingly, and the concept is great as well. Nas, Ludacris, and Dougie Fresh are all Virgos, and they rep their zodiac signs. Dougie Fresh's beatboxing on this track is fantastic and catchy. Nas and Ludacris drop great verses, making this an incredible track all around.
She says her life is too hard. She says that she wanna come and deal with the God. Promise me that. Phone calls from the feds, long story so fast. Wishing they get home in a hurry, cause we the last of a
I love the nostalgic instrumental on this track. Nas flows exceptionally over it and provides great lyrics about reminiscing on the days of old. I like the line where he says that he still talks to Jay-Z about his diss track towards him, which is the song Takeover. Nas says that he still texts Jay-Z and tells him that it isn't over, which is funny to me.
When the Range Rover dissecting bars from Takeover. Sometimes I text over like nigga this ain't over laughing. Brenda the back bender used to have me in the twister. Grabbed up and lift her at the Buena Vista.
This track is a continuation of a skit on the album Street's Disciple, which involves Khalees asking Nas, is there any girl from his past that he'd like to have sex with before they get married? Nas answers her question by saying no, which leads to him going down memory lane about all the girls he had sex with. Although he goes down memory lane, the girls don't compare to Khalees, and he doesn't plan on going back to any of them. The instrumental is amazing, as it has that back in the day feel to it. The melodies are very peaceful, and Nas's performance is incredible.
Remembering the times it was on my mind, but none of them could touch you. It ain't hard to tell. I excel, then prevail. The mic is contacted, I attract clients.
The Michael Jackson sample is infectious on this track. I like the feel of the instrumental in general, as it has an inspirational feel to it. Nas flows over the instrumental effortlessly as he explains his elite status as an MC.
Musical excellence, hot like on a detective list. It's simple shit that's keeping you from the shift. You a simp, a trick.
The instrumental on this track is incredible. It has a smooth and hopeful feel to it. The oldie sample that plays throughout it is addictive, and Nas's flow is incredible. I also like his lyrics, as he talks about various things in life that he's grateful for and loves having these things in his life.
It's your monthly subscription to the Slums edition. The new it was written. Get your hard copies of Blockology. I existed in the womb, just like an abyss. Came from behind the sun, my hands balled in a fist.
Nas provides another unique concept as he raps in the perspective of him being inside his mother's womb. His lyrics are really good as he talks about the great things he's going to do once he's born.
We going ultra black, I got a toast to that. We don't fold the crack. We going occasionally.
I like Nas's lyrics and wordplay a lot on this track. This song is very uplifting as Nas sheds light on everything that's black and comes to the conclusion that black is beautiful. His performance is amazing on this track.
Fresh cut, lined up his hair clean. It's not a fair game. Can't trust how they move in his solitaire chain. His bust down Cuban.
I like the dreary feel of the production on this track. Nas's lyrics consist of him continuing the story from the previous track on the album Magic 3, which revolves around the sad fate of someone living the street life. His storytelling is amazing, along with his flow and delivery.
4 seasons with the heaters. He pulling in Valet. He playing Jackson 5 Maria, pouring good burgundy.
I had a dream I was a gangster, drinking my wets, holding texts, making sure the gas is correct. Then I step and
I like the fact that this track highlights the early stages of Nas's incredible storytelling ability. This track has an amazing concept as Nas raps in the perspective of a dream of him living the gangster lifestyle. He then wakes up from his dream, and the listener realizes that he's just a regular person in the ghetto. This leads to him being stereotyped by cops while going to the liquor store to buy snacks. His lyricism is great, as he vividly tells the story as if they were scenes out of a movie. Another thing I like about this track is the gritty feel of it. It sounds like this track was recorded on an old cassette tape, which is great as it adds to the overall gritty feel of this track. The instrumental also has a boom bap feel to it, and Nas flows over it exceptionally. I also must mention that his flow sounds a lot like the rapper Kool G Rap, which may have been a direct influence for Nas.
I hit the jackpot every night from all my crack spots. We attack cops for props. I got sons with guns.
No idea is original. There's nothing new under the sun. It's never what you do, but how it's done.
The instrumental is amazing on this track as it has a rugged feel to it. The various samples in the beat are very catchy as well. Nas's flow and lyricism is incredible as he talks about how people want to steal his style. He also understands that no idea is original, but it's how you spin it, which is a very true statement.
Lighting spliffs up to stay high like 24 hours. Sleep with my heat, wash with my gun in the shower, my tongue. Fried chicken, fly vixen, give me heart disease, but need you in my kitchen.
This track is incredible. Nas and Busta Rhymes' lyrics are amazing, as they recite great metaphors throughout this track. The concept is about certain foods black people consume that lead to their deaths. Fried chicken is the main dish. Nas and Busta Rhymes' lyrics consist of them stating that they can't resist fried chicken, even though they know it's bad for them. The concepts of the album Untitled were truly surprising, as the messages could have definitely put a target on Nas. Heart disease is the #1 killer of black people, and the topic is rarely discussed, especially in hip-hop.
Hey, my pretty ham hock. It's so feminine the way you submitted and how you gave me power to massage.
They gonna try me, they on my body, no Illuminati. No way to describe me, no other word other than God.
The instrumental in Nas's flow is very catchy on this track. Nas has multiple elements to his flow, and he executes it well. His lyrics are great, as he talks about how he continues to make magic, which refers to his music.
Redhead Kingpin, Tim Dog, have you seen him? Kwame, King T, or King Son, super lover.
The instrumental is extremely catchy on this track. It pays homage to oldies music, which also greatly reflects the concept. Nas's lyrics are very touching, as he highlights hip-hop artists he feels made an impact. He wonders where these artists are now. He hopes they are still thriving, as they were great inspirations for him. This song also feels like a motivation track for the artists that Nas mentions, in order for them to indulge back into hip-hop. Nas's performance is incredible, as his flow and lyrics are elite on this track.
Miss Melody, I hope she packing the bankroll, as well as educated rapper Ice and Kango. Son's back with flows, they say mine is very scary. Smell fear like a canine that finds berry bait.
I like the ghostly and dramatic instrumental on this track. Nas's flow is incredible, and he also provides a very unique concept. He's speaking in the form of a high-ranking disciple, in which someone would have to go to in order to repent from their sins. I also like the way Nas paints vivid pictures for the listener through his lyrics. This is an amazing track all around, from the production to the great concept.
Liquor and weed just massacred their mind, or be celebrity, or they couldn't change with time. So now they still got the same flame behind me from the Hate Me Now video. It's continual. All I need is a beat and I'm.
This track holds another incredible instrumental. The smooth feel of it is executed amazingly, and the sample of someone singing "I'm on Fire" is a great addition, as it's extremely catchy. Nas's performance is another incredible thing about this track, as he flows amazingly over the fascinating production. The concept is another amazing thing about this track, as Nas realizes that he's still in his prime when it comes to his rapping ability.
I'm starting to see him sweat. Don't be scared now. A divine creature ran through dimes divas. I turn blocks to beaches. By the time you see us, we just.
The inspirational instrumental is incredible on this track. Nas provides multiple intriguing flows that involves him rapping fast, which he executes well.
Hey yo, the brother's still matic. I crawled up out of that grave, wiping the dirt, cleaning my shirt. They thought I'm.
This song is incredible all around. The inspirational instrumental is amazing, as it works remarkably with Nas's inspirational lyrics. Nas talks about how he's going to continue to prevail in his career, no matter the obstacles he may face.
Rappers are monkey flipping with the funky rhythm I be kicking. Musician, inflicting composition.
The instrumental on this track is incredible. It has a rugged feel to it, with catchy creative elements. Nas's lyricism and flow is great. He also showcases good storytelling abilities, as he vividly describes his thought process while going through everyday life. He compares his state of mind to that of the rough streets of New York, which gives him the motivation to pursue his career as an MC. His delivery is incredible, as you can hear the determination in his voice, and the way he delivers his verses are top tier.
G-Packs get off quick forever, niggas talk shit, reminiscing about the last time the task force flipped. All I need is one mic, one beat, one stage, one nigga front my face on the front page. Only
This is another incredible track all around. I like the suspenseful nature of it, which is due to the instrumental constantly going from calm to intense. This also reflects Nas's passionate delivery, which is amazing. You can hear the pain in his voice as he shares his perspective on life and various things that go on in his mind. In conclusion, all he ever needs is one mic in order to showcase his talent and spread his wisdom. The execution of this track is incredible, as all the elements are perfect in my opinion.
This is my hood, I'm a rap to the death of it, to everybody come on. Little niggas is grown, hood rats. Listen up, gangsters and honeys with your hair done. Pull up a chair, hun, and put it in the air, son. Dog with
This is one of the most unique tracks in hip-hop history, and Nas's execution is beyond incredible. Nas rewinds a situation that involves him living the street life, and his lyricism and storytelling is incredible. He recites his lyrics in a way that's comparable to rewinding a scene from a movie. He vividly describes things in reverse, and it's very intriguing.
the bullet goes back in the gun. The bullet holes closing his chest of a nigga. Now he back to square one, screaming shoot, don't.
I seen some cold nights and bloody days. They grabbed me and bullet spray. They used me wrong, so I sing this song to.
Nas's lyricism and storytelling is absolutely incredible on this track. He speaks in the perspective of a gun, going through various owners committing murders in the black community. In the end, it's a never-ending cycle, as a new owner will always get a hold of him in order to commit more evil. The way he vividly tells this tale is fascinating, and the dark instrumental fits his style and concept perfectly.
How you like me now? I go blow. It's that shit that moves crowds, making every ghetto foul.